Hop inside an Audi, then I hit the dash. Shawty know I only care about the cash. Big dance, big sticks, big rash. Yes, me, how I got it, said I got it like that. I get it when I want it, smoking marijuana. Keep it hotter than a...
Hey guys, this is Alcis JCP, and now this is someone that recommended, and I did do this. But here's a reboot, a better one. I thought this more, and here it is. What if Deku was like Goblin Slayer? Now, what are we gonna do this time? Well, in my last Goblin Slayer video, which is now deleted, I didn't include the goblins. Now he was more like Villain Slayer. It was kind of not good, so I deleted it. It didn't fit Goblin Slayer-esque, so we're gonna make it actual Goblin Slayer. But how? Well, by adding goblins. Now let's say that the goblins originated from the ground. They were like hibernating for thousands amongst thousands of years because they were hiding from probably the old Goblin Slayer or maybe from extinction, and then the human race evolved, and then now they're, well, in the My Hero Academia universe, they now are classified as savage beasts. Some villains actually captures them, uses their kings, and now they control the goblins. But there are also some goblins that are roam free, have their own, like, turn into Goblin King and then evolving to Goblin Champions. There will be certain amounts of other stuff there, including the Hobbit that has trained Goblin Slayer. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get on to the what if, shall we? So we start today. Izuku Midoriya and his mother, Inko Midoriya, were at home. It was the middle of the night. Izuku's face was filled with tears because he found out he was quirkless. Inko stepped in the room where Izuku was watching an All Might video. Deku turned to his mother and said,
Mom, do you think I can be a hero? Just like All Might, without a quirk.
Inko walked up to her child and hugged him, said,
I'm sorry, Izuku. You can't become a hero.
They both cried until there was a knock on their door. It was one of their neighbors. He said, Ma'am, you gotta evacuate this facility. A bunch of goblins are here. We gotta go now. Until a spear went through his neck. She looked on the corner and saw a bunch of goblins coming towards them. She quickly closed the door and locked it. She quickly grabbed Izuku and think what to do. She realized there was a cracked floor under the place where they'd been staying. She opened it and put Izuku in there. She said, Honey, please don't make him any sound. Mommy, what's going on? Izuku, please. Deku went inside, and Inko closed the hatch up. And then, goblins started rushing. They started piling on Inko, while Izuku watched through the cracks of the floorboards and seeing everything happened. And yes, even the part when the goblins treating her like their plaything, and as well later killed her. Her blood went through the cracks and fell on Izuku's face. He silently cried while hearing everything was happening. Everyone he knew in the apartment complex was dying from the goblins. Everything was burning until he was saved by pro heroes. But the boy was still scarred to see his mother died from a bunch of these goblins, these spawns. What should he do? What can he do? While he was with the police, he ran away and trying to hope to find some way to get stronger or a miracle so he could avenge his mother, and he will make his life goal is to kill every single last goblin. Later that night, Izuku Midoriya was still running. He hid in a cave, hoping to sleep there, until he was met by a strange creature. It was about his size. Then the guy said, well, if it's a little boy that ran away from home, or I presume the home is completely gone from the creatures known as goblins. Vile creatures. Kill everything, anything in their sight. Raping and pillaging everything. And you are running away. Have seen everything, am I right, boy? And you are probably thinking revenge, is that it? Well, if you need that. He puts his fist against Izuku's chest, saying, the only way you're gonna get it is by bravery, courage, and spirit. And a little bit of luck. And that is also messing up with my throat. And then he says, you don't need strength, but you do have to train though. He turns back away and says, come here every night. I'll train you, teach you about the goblins. And then you'll probably be ready to slay every single one of them. Damn, my voice. Izuku Midoriya stood up with a stoned face. He said, okay. Goodbye. He walked away. Years have passed. Izuku Midoriya now lives with the Bakugo family. He has been training with the Hobbit I found out on, Google. It was a type of Hobbit, though. He's been training with him every night, but in daytime, he actually trains with Bakugo as well. Bakugo was actually kind of impressed. Even though without a quirk, he was still brutal, very fast, and very strong, and had a great planning attack. Izuku Midoriya every night goes out patrol, goes to the sewers and kills some goblins, taking their equipment and killed more goblins. And later he comes out and then goes back home to sleep. And now he is back to school with his best friend Katsuki Bakugo. But what's gonna happen? Let's find out. The next day, Izuku Midoriya and Katsuki Bakugo's middle school. The teachers were walked to his desk with a bunch of papers with his hands. He said, well, kids, all of you are now third years. I think it's time for you all to learn some responsibility. That's why I have all these job descriptions to show you all what you guys want to do for your future. But he throws his papers in the air and said, I know you all want to go to the hero track, right? As he said that, everyone activated their quirks. The teacher said, Yes, all of you have fascinating quirks, but you all know the rules. No activating them during school time. But then, Katsuki Bakugo, with his feet on his table, said, Teach, don't let me in with these losers. I'm the only one here that's got talent. And like these extras. And then the other classmates yelled at him because he called them extras. And then he said, I'm the only one that has passed the practical exam. I'm basically gonna be the one who's gonna enter UA. And then the teachers looked at his notes and said, oh yeah, Katsuki Bakugo, I saw your notes and you're very good. And you might be the first ones that are gonna enter UA in this school. And he stands up in his table. Hell yeah, I am. I'm gonna be the richest and most famous hero of all, and I'm gonna even surpass All Might. And then the teacher looks at the paper. And Izuku Midoriya as well. Everyone looked at Izuku Midoriya, the boy with an Anbu Black Ops mask. They all whispered and wondered, can he or he can't? Bakugo listened to all these whispers. He heard guys saying, come on, he can't do it. He has no quirk or ability. He might die in the first day. Then Bakugo said, Oi, he may be quirkless. But he shouldn't be underestimated. He and I fought against each other in a sparring match, and I'd say his combat skills are on par with mine. And one was shocked. On par with Bakugo with an explosion quirk? And I was telling you guys, do not underestimate him. Neither should I. And then the class ended. Later that day, Izuku Midoriya was packing his things while looking at his phone. He said, good, no goblin sightings today. Looks like I will have a break today. And then Bakugo and his goonies walked to Deku. Bakugo said, hey, did you get your stuff ready? Let's go. Oh, I'm not coming with Gachan. I gotta go run some errands. I'll be back. Are you serious? Just don't be late. You know what mom's like when she is angry. I know that, Gachan. Alright, see you later. Be careful of goblins and villains. Shh, come on, you already know me. No measly goblin can take me down. I'm serious, Gachan. Fine, I'll make sure I'm safe or whatever. He walks away with his goonies while Izuku Midoriya packs his things up. Later that day, Izuku Midoriya took a shortcut under a bridge while talking to himself. Remembering his past, remembering his mother, until, well, another wrestle. You'll do okay. Izuku Midoriya saw it was a type of Sludge villain. He tried to attack him, but luckily he dodged quickly. Great. Another villain. I truly hope someone's gonna come right now. He takes out his knife and ready to get ready for combat. The villain's like, do you really think that puny knife is gonna do anything to me? Knives, explosions, anything won't work on me. But what about a Texas Smash? The giant sludge villain exploded, and then Deku got hit by the punch. He was knocked off until he stood up, saw it was All Might. All Might saved him. He went up to him and said, hey, thanks for saving me, but can you please sign this? Oh, you want my autograph, I see. Well, All Might writes his signature on his notebook, and then he gets the slime parts and goes away. Well, that's something. All Might saves my life. He walks away to get some items for him, and then while he was walking, he heard someone was screaming for help, and heard a bunch of goblin noises. He quickly ran. He saw a short brunette girl was being harassed by a couple of goblins. And then I can't talk today. And then Deku threw one of his knives towards one of the goblins' heads. The other goblins saw what the hell was that, until they saw him, the one that was destroying all the goblins' nests. they saw the red glowing eye, the intensity, aura that he has. To them, he is a monster. He is the Goblin Slayer. He throws another knife towards the goblin. Another one charges towards him, stabs him in the shoulder. But then he throws him off, the goblin off him, and then stabs the goblin many times. He takes a bottle out of his backpack and drinks it. That feels much better. He walks up to the short brunette girl and said, "Are you okay?"
Thank you for saving me. What? Those things, I was just trying to go home and those things attacked me.
Make sure you stay away from bridges. They're really close to sewer pipes. Make sure you don't get hurt by goblins. You know what they do to women.
Right. Thank you so much.
No problem. He walks away and then got everything what he needed and then went home. A few months has passed. Izuku Midori was training for the UA's entrance exam. He was training along with Katsuki Bakugo. They'd been studying, and Deku was also honing his skills with his sword, and as well trying to also brew up some potions. And yes, I said potions. Healing potion, stamina potion, and as well an antidote for the poison that the goblins uses, as you guys have seen in the last the part I used, the part when the goblin stabbed them. You guys know what I mean. The thing was coated in poison, but anyway, they both were ready to go to the entrance exam until Deku met the short brunette girl that was attacked by the goblins. She went up and said,
Thanks for saving me, but I'm gonna be a hero, and I'm gonna be strong, just like you.
He nodded and said, I see. Well, I hope you succeed then. Be careful. They walk in and then get ready for the entrance exam. So, how would Deku beat them? He's actually quirkless. But I have found out something. So, for the ones that has like a weak quirk that only causes distractions, UA gave them like a handicap. There are switches at the back of the robot's head that they can deactivate them and they'll get a point. And Deku was really fast, and he had great mobility, meaning he can jump very high. So he enters he's written his exam was pretty good. He didn't get scolded by Ida because he was very quiet. He ended up fighting the robots as well. Well, he was not very fast. He only managed to get 10 points, which is not a lot. He had to get more for order to get into UA. He tried to get up more and more and more. He managed to get up to 30, but he was very tired and covered in blood from the robot's destructions. He was about to go, but then he saw the brunette girl was stuck under rubble. And then UAE just summoned the big freaking robot, the 0-pointer. He didn't know what to do, but he had no choice. He ran towards her, trying to save her. He managed to reach her and try to lift up the rubble. He said, "Can you walk?"
No, I think my ankle sprained.
Grab on. He grabs her and picks her up, and then quickly runs before the robot creates another punch. But it deactivates because Nezu, deactivated because as President Mike said, and time is up. Those who didn't get a lot of points, well, we'll hope to see you next year. A week later, Izuku Midoriya and Katsuki Bakugo were waiting for their letters from UA. They were waiting and waiting until it finally arrived. They both went to their separate rooms. Izuku Midoriya opened his letter and then a small disc and opened a hologram, and it showed a hologram of All Might saying, "Young Midoriya, you have scored 30 villain points and 10 rescue points. That places you in sorry, I'm very thirsty. I didn't drink water today, but you have gotten in 3rd place. I say you have passed the entrance exam, and I cannot wait to see you in class because I will be a teacher there. I cannot wait to see you in my class. Welcome to your Hero Academia." And then the hologram closes. He walks out of his room telling Bakugo that he passed, and Bakugo rubbing on his face that he got in 1st place. But Deku didn't seem to care. Meanwhile, in another place at another time. "Now, Goblin Lord, if you and I work together, we can rule the world. What do you say?" We accept it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification so you guys will never miss a video. And oh my gosh, this took so long to do, and it's 12 a.m. and I want to go to sleep. But don't forget to go subscribe to Dragon D's Edits, the one who made my intro, and go subscribe to him or her. I actually don't know the gender of the person who made the channel, but I really do like the intro, and I don't think I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna keep it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.